So this is a two-part on why social media. So the first part is why should you use social media? Well, credibility is visibility, visibility is credibility. If you're not visible, and today that means not being on a billboard, not being in leaflets, it means being on the internet. If you're not visible on the internet, then, really you don't have a trustworthy brand. If someone calls you from a company and you Google them and you can't find them, we know what we think. If you're going to buy a watch off a website that doesn't have any reviews or isn't active on social media and isn't kind of well known like ASOS or other kind of retailers, are you going to buy from them? Probably not. So you need to build up your visibility to others, and your kind of brand, right? For example, and then within social media and marketing, I would class something like SEO, so search engine optimization. So I spent 40 quid on Fiverr getting someone, and did my own work as well on my recruitment website. And I had one client who's my best client to date, emailed me out of nowhere, hey, looking for people, can we chat? And I've been working with him for a year, and I've made 8 or 9 placements with him, and we work exclusively with each other. And that's as passive right now as it gets in recruitment. That came from 40 quid. The ROI on that is in the thousands of percent, I'm sure. And that's just one example to show you why you should be using marketing and social media. Now, another really important why is, how are you going to get your message across? How are you going to find tenants, find investors, find properties, find people to work with, to mentor, to be mentored by, if you don't have some sort of brand? And a brand is a really loose kind of term, which I'll go into in another video, a really broad term. But it's just so important to be visible these days on the internet. And actually, even something like your property name, your property company name should really link to you and your personal brand and who you are as a person. So that's why. And I hope that kind of makes sense. You need to be visible. I've said it so many times, but you have to be visible to others, or else you don't have that kind of credibility. If you meet someone at a networking event, you say, oh yeah, I've got 10 buy-to-lets, looking to mentor people, blah, 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 and they go home and they can't find you on Facebook or LinkedIn or Google, are they going to want you to mentor them? No, probably not. And the second part links to Simon Sinek, who done a talk on Find Your Why. When you are building your brand and marketing, you need to know your why. And that's kind of why you're in property. Why should people talk and work with you, and why, why you again? And so that's something you need to think about in your own kind of time. Sit down, brainstorm, get some sticky notes out, get a whiteboard, whatever, and just think, who am I? And it sounds really cheesy, but at the same time, if you're on camera one day and you're really moody and sarcastic and your humor's really dry, but then the next day you're really kind of slapstick humor and taking the mick, and and you keep kind of switching around, people aren't really going to know who you are. And we all have different aspects of our personality, but we still have that one personality. So think about your personal brand. I'm wearing an unironed shirt that, kind of just about fits, quite casual. Most of my videos are in t-shirts. I work at a place where I feel like some people wear their pajamas to work. It's super casual. And that's me. And that suits me, that is me down to a T. But you might be someone who wears a tie every day, who wears suits, has a thing for pocket squares. Show these in your videos. Show people why they should work with you. And that links to your brand and why you're doing property. If you're doing it just for money, then good luck, because people aren't going to be interested. But if you're doing it for many other reasons, and of course the money as well, then people are going to be way more interested in speaking to you. The only way you're going to know that is by finding out your why. So have a think about, don't even think about why you should be doing social media. You should be. Look around Facebook at your connections and people who are hopefully going to comment on this video and like it. Look at their profiles and you'll see what they're doing, and speak to them, and you'll see the success they're having from it. But think about why you're in property and why people want to work with you. Build a brand around that,